exactly like me, exactly like you, just like us. Like many of us, she's a mother who talks about her kid a little too much. Like many of us, she's a woman who works a little too much. Like a lot of us, she's a person who worries too much. And like all of us, she cares about the future much too much too much. She has hopes, she has dreams for her family, for her friends, for her country, for her planet, just like us. She's real and human and flawed and funny and normal and weird and hilarious and serious and kind and lovely and dorky and interesting. I mean, if you spend a little time with her, you start to realize that aside from the fact that she's 1,000 times smarter than anyone else you've ever met, she really is just like us. Maybe better engineered than us. The pieces of the puzzle of her humanity come together to build a person who's just like us, but willing. She's like the lady who lives across the street from you, only super smart and incredibly focused on saving the world. Or your sister's best friend, only super smart and totally all about saving the world. Or the girl who sits in front of you in political science class, only way more smart about political science and, you guessed it, totally focused on saving the world.
We're looking at Shonda Rhimes right now. Shonda Rhimes' speech, Alani Magazine.
All the time. She talks about how to help people and fix problems a lot, which is oddly comforting. Because I don't know about you, but because when it comes to saving the world, I'm pretty much qualified to do two things: write television shows and run screening. No one's going to call me to save the world. I'm not going to call me. I'm going to call Hillary. And that's not a bad thing. There's something to be said for being accomplished, for having experience, for knowing what you are doing. I have personally found the world to be a scary place lately. As the Black mother of Black children, I do not sleep well at night. I'm worried about the country that they're going to step into because it feels divided. It seems that there are two Americas, and I don't care how much I own Thursday nights, it doesn't feel like one of those Americas wants to include me. I've said this to Hillary, and I have heard her talk very deliberately about race. I have watched her listen, I have watched her learn, I have watched her grow. And I know that we're going to get somewhere with her when she's in that big oval room. She cares about the future, and she believes that every tomorrow should be better than every yesterday for everyone. America was founded on the ideal that every single person in this nation has the right to pursue their dreams. No matter what, no matter who you are, no matter where you came from, no matter what. And that's not happening, and it's certainly not going to happen in the future without her. You get the color of your skin, your gender, who you love, too much is going to be denied. Too many people are going to be denied the chance to have the American dream, and Hillary knows that can't be. Hillary has said the American dream belongs to all of us. She wants to fix the prison system. She wants to make sure that the promise of Lady Liberty remains true for every immigrant. She wants to keep the planet safe for the next generation. She wants to make sure that when a woman goes to work and sits down at her desk, she does not discover that the man sitting next to her does the same job and makes more money. She wants to give us all a sense of safety, that when we send our kids to school or the movies or to church, that they come back home alive. She wants the America that we hand over to our children to be better than the one that we were handed, just like all of us. I've been impressed with Hillary for a long time. I've been impressed by what she's been through, by what she's accomplished, by what she stands for. A life of public service is one of America's most admirable sacrifices. No one intelligent goes into it on a whim. And one certainly doesn't engage in it for 30 years unless one really cares about helping others. Hillary is a force of nature.